What is up, everybody? Escape to 11 here, and we're looking at a new game, a game that is currently in development, and I'm going to show you some pre-recorded footage of me playing it while I talk about it. If you guys don't know, this game is called Torn, and this is a new mech game that is in pre-alpha stage. But even in pre-alpha, this is looking pretty dang sweet, all right? Now, I'm actually I'm part of a testing group that's playing some matches right now. You might know some people from the Mech Arena community mixed in here. And there's been a bunch of them that have been trying this stuff out. And I will also leave in the description a way for you guys to, be able to take part in this game as well. And I'll talk about that. But, just from looking at it, you guys can tell it has a lot of similarities in terms of how it feels between like Mech Arena and War Robots, if you're a person who played that. Because the development team, some of them were from the older War Robots team. I think before it was in the hands of Pixonic. I think. I'm not totally sure. Maybe they were around for that too. Maybe others can correct me, but I know that they had a hand in development for that, and you could definitely see the touch of that here. But I think that this one is like a nice balance in between where War Robots is and Mech Arena in terms of like its feel and its speed and all that kind of stuff. Right now, like I said, this is in pre-alpha, and I'm actually trying one of the newer factions. These are the Imperials, and they have like some really cool tech type stuff and a shield that they can regenerate if they stay out of combat for a period of time. So I have like a regular health bar and then a shield. But this game, like right now, there's really, because it's in pre-alpha, there's a lot of things that they're still in the process of working on. They have, 3 different factions. They have this one map, and it's a beacon-based map, as you can see on the mini-map. And in the middle there, all the HUD detail that tells you like who has what beacons and which ones are neutral. Lots of stuff you can easily see at a glance, which is really nice. I love that about this game. And a lot of cool stuff about how they approach this so far, and I'm really liking the feel of it. But there's still a lot of things that they're working on development, some of the movement. So because when it's a pre-alpha, look at that looks sweet. There's still a lot of graphics they're working on. There's still a lot of other things that they need to develop in terms of play modes and all that kind of thing. Like right now, I don't have any sound on because there actually isn't any sound yet. That's something that they're working on. The recent update added the new faction. They did a lot of different updates to like the HUD and some new animations and sped up the game and everything a little bit. Lots of great additions that they did. It's definitely shaping up really well, but like I said, it's still in pre-alpha. So there's a lot that they're working on for it, but right now it's something that you can get on iOS and Android and play. Yeah, just so you guys like realize different kind of stuff that's going on. For the way they're doing beacon stuff, it's similar to how you do it for other games, hold and capture, that kind of stuff. But this one also has, I'm not near it right now. I think I might go buy it in one of these matches, but I don't exactly know where. There is a boss mechanic to this, all right? There's a big giant stationary boss, and when you get close to it, he just like fires a ton of stuff at you. And if you work together with your team, you can kill them and get an instant like 200 points, I think it is. So it can give you a really good point advantage. And if you see the different points, right now we have 338 and it's crawling up, and they have about 130. You just want to be the one who either takes down all the mechs or gets all of the locations. So that's really the main focus of it. Pretty standard stuff for a beacon game and how they do it. This guy, I love the dude I'm using. He's got jumps. Oh, you can kind of see that over there. I don't know if you can see it a little bit. It's shot like a little slime. That's where the big boss is. I don't really get into it on this map or this match because the enemy isn't going for it, and we're still winning. So I pretty much just skip over it. Overall, like just the way it feels. Oh, I got another jumper over there. I think that's Spaghetti, is that? I think it is. Oh, no, that's Berserk. Yeah, he's actually one of the developers on the team. Really cool guys, really good development team. They talk a lot with the players and have, like, some of the changes they made were related to what players had talked about and asked for. So they've been really good and hands-on development with the players. So if that's something you like, definitely worth checking out, especially in this early stage of development. and, you know, just to see what is going on. I gotta say, graphically, this looks really cool. It has, you know, obviously a more realistic approach to it than Mech Arena, but it's not all like straight war stuff. I'm not a guy who likes like traditional tank war games. I like some futuristic stuff, which is why I think I kind of go toward the mechs a little bit. But this one also has cool technology. With the faction that I'm on, with the Imperials, they have a jumping mech like this. They have one with like a barrier shield that it can produce, and another one that has stealth, which is really cool. I don't know if I use the stealth one in this match, but you know, I'll look at one of the other ones later on. There's also Bastion, and they are like more of a tanky kind of group that has health that can regenerate, and they actually have like a tank guy, and then they have some dudes with heavy firepower. So they can you know, lay down some pretty good pain, but are also pretty beefy as well. So very cool. My guys or the guys that I'm using, the Imperials, are more like the techie kind of guys, which is a lot of fun. It's definitely up my alley. So I'm liking the new faction that they added. That shield you just kind of saw briefly right there was a shield from the other kind of Imperial guy. He's more of like the tank class for the Imperials. He's not super tanky, but he has like that big shield to allow him to be pretty tanky. Oh, I just died there. All right. As you can see, I didn't get a whole lot of crazy explosions or anything like that before I pick a new mech. Oh, and now I'm picking the one that has the shield. We'll see if I use it. I can't remember. Yeah. It did take this a few days ago, I'll say, but I haven't been able to upload it because I had other things I was uploading first. But overall, man, it's been really fun to play. And there's my pale spaghetti. I'm gonna have to go shoot him, I'm sure, because he's on the other side. Actually, I think he uses the stealth guy, so he like goes in and out, and he's tricky to track down just because of that. But like I was saying, you know, that's how they function. But we'll get him, I think, eventually. Yeah, you can see right there, he just stealthed away. But we'll have to find him later and take him out. Anyway, yeah, the overall gameplay in this is really cool. It's just that right now it's in the basic format. So there's not really a way to drop in either. All you can really do is create custom games, which is also nice because that means you definitely are going to play against players. There's not any bots in it right now. I don't know if there's plans to have other modes where there could be bots at all, but as of right now, there are none because it's all custom made games. So really that's the setup that they have right now. So they usually do like timed testing modes where everybody can get together and do this kind of stuff. It can be tricky with everybody in different time zones. Usually it's trickier for me than I think it is for most other people, just based on where I am. But, you know, it's still a lot better than just having to deal with bots. So I like that function of it. And again, you can see Tricky Spaghetti, he's stealthing away on me, but, yeah, I've been liking a lot of how this game overall feels. Like I said, I think the graphics look really good and has a lot of potential to get even better. And one other thing I didn't mention is up at the top, you can see those squares. I really love that. Just like how Mech Arena had the little heads that are up there to know how many people are there. This one takes it a step further, and each box shows you 5 little spots around the box. And as one of those is ticked away, that player lost a mech. So, you know, you can see that there's only 3 guys on their team left, and 2 of them are down to their last mech, and only 1 has 2 mechs left. So we've almost botted out the other team in this case. You know, and I think we're going to win by the points here because we're almost at 1,000. That's what you want to get to for this game. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to play. There we go. We ended the match, and we'll see the results here at the end. I didn't do all that well in this because like I said, I've only gotten to test a few times. Some of these dudes have been in way more tests and been doing really good, so my team definitely carried me. But let's try another one here. Check out another faction. All right, we're gonna try this other one. This is not Bastion. I didn't play that one, at least for this testing round. But this is the Hermit faction. And I might actually put some stuff up about each one just so you guys can see like a little bit of the detail of what, whoa, right in my face, what each of them do. And as you can see, even with my team members, they can all pick the different factions. You're not beholden to the same faction with your team. You pick one and then you stick with that one. Now, right now, we all have pre-made hangers for how the customs work. But I'm quite sure, and I think the developers already said this, we'll have our own hangars. We'll be able to, swap stuff out and set it up how we want. I'm not sure if you have to pick a certain faction then for each hangar you do, but, we will be able to customize all that kind of stuff, just like we can in other mech games, which is sweet. So, we also have that element to it. And you probably saw with the other one I had for this faction, the Hermit faction, is a little bit smaller in size, but they have a lot of speed, like that kind of thing. It's similar like the kill shot dash or something like that. Their jump ability, and it also does damage if you land on a target. So it has potential for, attacking stuff. These guys generally are damaged focus. All their damage when they hit somebody leaves a lingering like effect. They use like nanobots in their attacking method, so it lingers on an enemy and slowly ticks their life away like a damage over time effect after they hit someone. So there's just a lot of potential for damage or burst damage to hit somebody and then move away, and then kind of just let the damage effects linger to be able to get the advantage over them. So I like this one just if you're going to be a beacon capper. These guys are really fast, basically because of that dash. The other guy that comes with this, one of them is a little bit more damage heavy. He's not as fast, but his ability does some more burst damage, which can be really cool and very handy there too. But like I said, overall, these guys are damage focused. No one's really coming after me now, so I'm kind of just playing support with the team, but I'm going to creep around on this side and try to support my team in some of the damage while we take these couple of points, because we got most of the map here going on, so we're just going to try to push in on the rest of them over here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys think about this. I think this looks really cool. I think this has a ton of potential. I really like the direction they've been going with this, and I love their involvement with the community. They've been super open about like working with people and all that kind of stuff. Super important at this early stage and that kind of stuff. And this is really where, like, as players, you can start to make a difference. Oh yeah, and there's like a tank guy. That's from the Bastion faction. And you can see right there, he put up his shield. That's his special ability. Makes him extra tanky. And oh gosh, and they just put me on fire. All right. So yeah, well, not him actually. I think it was his other teammate has that ability. But yeah, it was quite effective. That the other guy is a more damaging one. This guy's a little more defensive, but still pretty effective in the way he fights. And someone just killed me, so I'm gonna have to pop in with a new mech here. Oh yeah, and I did try the other one. This guy does not have the dash ability. He's the one that has more of a burst damage effect. He shoots out these little tiny like winged nanobots in a big chunk just to hit the target. So it can be really nice for that burst damage effect, just to help you take someone down fast. So yeah, definitely more assault or damage focused as opposed to like a scout. So they kind of range between those two classes, I guess you'd say, based on the way the hangar is set up. I'm sure there's going to be other stuff that you'll be able to do, or how you want to set things up to allow you more potential for the different classes. But that's just really what we have to work with right now. There's like 2 or 3 different styles of mechs for each faction at the moment. So, yeah, I really do like the Imperials though. I love the jumpy mech. The one I was using before has like a sniper cannon on it. And I actually feel like, I think, it depends on the player, because some people I think maybe don't like it, but I actually like the way their targeting system works. I think it's really easy to use. So I've felt like it's quite intuitive. But you guys, I would encourage you all to try this and, give your thoughts to the team in terms of that kind of stuff. Just because I'm sure, oh, there we go. I just used my nanobots on that guy. That took out a decent chunk. So that you can tell them how you think and what you feel. Like I said, I will put a link to the form that you fill out to be able to get in. That will allow you to get in, I think, either to their Facebook or their Discord, where you'll be able to connect in to get the build, the current build that we're using. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah, man, like I said, I like the way that the feel is in combat, as well as like how the graphics and everything look. I definitely miss sound. It feels weird to not have sound, but when you're in the combat, you're playing with everybody and you're talking on comms and everything. You don't miss it like completely. I mean, it's missed for sure, but it doesn't like destroy the effect of combat. It's still super enjoyable. but I know they're going to be adding sound soon anyway, of course. And I know I said it before, but they also had this cool boss mechanic. I have not explored it a ton yet, but they did update it. It just has more firepower. I know some people who are good at taking it down, especially early. Man, if you can like cap a couple beacons or a couple people on your team, and then a couple or, you know, a few of you can go and take down the boss early on, massive early lead at that. It makes it hard for the enemy to catch up by influence, and, you know, sometimes might have to be forced to play aggressively and try to bot you out. So it definitely helps a huge amount, but it's just, you know, I don't really know a whole lot of strategy yet. I've only done a few different play tests yet, so I can't really give you that kind of stuff yet, but this is a game that I really do want to keep following. Since it's in a pre-alpha form still, that means it's going to still have alpha and then beta as well for me to test and for other people to test. But like I said, you can get into it now. It's for Android and iOS. All you need to do is check out the link below, the form down there that you can submit. And, you know, I really think it's worth giving a shot. You guys can let me know your thoughts about it if you plan to try it out, or any questions you have that I can pass on to developers if that helps. And we will see you out there, hopefully on the Torn battlefield.